Hello. So definitely one of the best feelings you could get as a barber is when your client brings you a picture of one of your own cuts and asks you to replicate it on them. So today we have this fella and he came all the way from South for this haircut and he's taking a front taper for the first time. I did my little thing by combing out his hair and putting it up in a bun so that I could actually have a clear canvas for when I'm ready to create my line. As I said, we're giving him a front taper for the first time, so I started by sectioning off a decent sized front taper at the front and using that to connect it to the sides and give it a perfectly symmetrical line. I then moved on to the back and replicated the exact same thing. The next step was to take down all the hair to one level and go back over to make sure that all the lines were perfectly straight before starting my fade, and I start on the sides. I set in my line and started my fade, moving up in small increments until the fade was blurry as hell. Then I replicated on the other side. Next I moved on to the back and completed the exact same steps and faded it up and lined up the corners as well, and then moved on to the front. You already know the process. I sprayed some mentholated spirit on a piece of toilet paper to remove the dirt from his forehead and his skin so that the lineup is extra crispy. I sprayed some holding spray and blow dry to lay down everything in place. I then moved on to the hairline, which I did naturally first, and as you can see it was looking crispy as well. I added a very little bit of that secret sauce and then came back with my machine to make it look even sharper. And I don't know about you, but these angles were absolutely hitting. This line was crispy as well. I added a little bit of that white pencil to enhance the cut even more, and then came back with my razor blade to give it a sharper, even effect. I have this thing where I don't like clients to see the cut until I'm finished, so I tell him to close his eyes and I sprayed some mentholated spirit and some toner to brighten up his skin before he opens. They don't want me to film him putting on his glasses, but bro absolutely loved the cut. He went and absolutely bombarded 3 of my mirrors. So if you're interested in the service, DM to book your appointments or call WhatsApp 7920969. Bro was satisfied with the service, and you would be too if you DM Kingnickcutz on IG. Okay, good night.